Let's start with the plugs or the wicks. As you see on the smaller one, I didn't have this one on the video. I also did uh, drainage holes on the corners and in the center, and these are the ones for the plugs. So we have 4 for there. Now that we have that, we're gonna add a little bit of the soil mix in the bottom. This one is a lot shallower than the previous one, but we're still adding inoculation. So this one is half the size, so I'm gonna add just 1 little cup. A little bit of the systemic insecticide. And a little bit of mosquito bits. Now we're gonna add the plants directly. Now this I'm gonna dump the old dirt over here. It's been on this dirt for about a year, I believe. I mean, in my opinion, when there's no fertilizer and stuff in there, there's no need to repuddle that often. The only reason you wanna do that is not because that the soil is bad, it's because it might be contaminated with pests or any other type of pathogen. And something that I learned this year is that I have to like let plants time for them to adjust, not only a new location, but the whole microenvironment that is in that location. I'm sure that the plants notice a lot more things that are different from place to place than we do. It will be great if they will communicate with us, but they don't. They suck at that. All right, so I'm gonna put this on a corner. The reason for these plants on this planter, I'm doing both the white fuchsia and the yellow fuchsia, or the Thai beauty, and the Ornata sanderiana is almost like a variation of the beauty star, and I'm doing the Meili beauty star, and this is a, I'm not sure if it's a Calathea. For what I saw, this should be a Calathea, but it might be also Goipertia. Sometimes the other reason, it doesn't happen much with Calatheas, but this one is an example. And let me show you right here. This one does have it. See, this is like a cork, and I was told by a grower what this is. It's basically peat moss with adhesive. Um, why? Because they do that for seedlings for um, or for small cuttings. I don't know why. Uh, we didn't get to that part, but like the reason to have an adhesive in the mix with the peat moss sounds just wrong. So one of the things is that being peat moss still, uh, it's water, it's hydrophobic. So when it dries up, having that adhesive, it makes it even harder to absorb water again. Although in Calatheas it's not that big of a problem, because at that point, if that plug gets dry, then that means that you skip several waterings and the plant is already a goner. But I don't think it's a good call from the growers, especially because once we start to grow in them, if we don't remove that, uh, there's no good in those plugs. There's nothing beneficial in them for to stay there. They actually are harder for the roots. Calathea has um, very small root system, and to go through that cork, because the roots are still coming up from there. So to go through that cork is still an extra challenge that, being as demanding as they are, I don't think is a good call to put them there. But it's what it is. Facing that way, so just gonna go in that corner. Then the Melee, I'm gonna put in the opposite corner of the white fusion. Now this one, for example, I don't think this is peat moss. It might be, but I'm gonna call it like coco coir. And the problem with coco coir is that there is no communication between nutrients and the coco coir as there is with peat moss. So even though that retains water and it doesn't become as hydrophobic as peat moss, when it comes to nutrition, it's not the best because there's, as a medium, the medium, either the peat moss or compost or anything, has to act basically as an mediator between the nutrients and the roots. And coco coir doesn't have those capabilities. And nothing wrong with it, like to have coco coir in the mix. The problem is that it's just coco coir. There's like not even any perlite in here.